Find the first terms of the series for this equation. Now we're going to be using the Maclaurin series for this, and this is the formula. So first we will work on this formula. We'll get the expansion for this formula, then for this particular equation, then we'll combine them together. Let's assign f of x to e raised by x. Take the derivative to the third power. So the first derivative is going to be equal to the same e raised by x, second derivative e raised by x, and third derivative the same e raised by x. Basically just means differentiate this, then differentiate this, and differentiate this. It still be the same thing. Then evaluate at x equals to 0. So f at 0 is what? 1. F bar at 0 is still the same 1. E raised by 0 is equals to 1. F 2 bar 0 is equals to 1. The last one is still equals to 1. Now simply plug this back into the formula. Now f0 is going to be 1 plus x times 1 again plus 1 over 2 apostrophe which is still 2 x squared plus 3 apostrophe is equals to 3 times 2 times 1 which is equals to 6. Plugging into the formula it simply be 1 over 6 x 3 plus whatever comes after. Now for the next equation, g of x is assigned to g of x is ln 1 plus x, right? So take the first derivative of this. It's simply going to be, so this is a function, the first function is 1 plus x, and the second function is that is the ln of the function. It's a composite function. So let's use some chain rule. So we're going to say let u be equals to 1 plus x. Now chain rule, you simply differentiate what you find inside the bracket, which is 1 plus x in this case, times ln, we make the substitution u. Now the differentiation of this will simply be 1 times differentiation of d over du is supposed to be there. You're going to get your answer as 1 over u. And 1 over u is 1 over 1 plus x. So this answer here is simply going to be 1 over 1 plus x. Now g 2 bars x is going to be, so differentiating this, you can simply rewrite it as this, which is minus 1. So it's going to be multiply this, so it's minus 1 times 1 plus x. This is just 0. Minus 1 minus 1. So it's going to be minus 1 over 1 plus x raised to power 2. So minus 1 plus x raised to power 2. For the last one, because it's just 3 times 1, we simply differentiate, we rewrite it as 1 plus x raised to power minus 2. Don't forget the minus. So this is going to come down here, so it will be minus 2 times minus, which will leave you with just 2. And here you can do 2 minus 1, so it will be minus 2 minus 1, which is 1 plus x raised to power minus 3. Leaving you with 2 over 1 plus x raised to power 3. Now you simply evaluate at x equals to 0. In the first case, it's going to be ln of 1, which is equals to 0. So g of 0 is equals to this. G, the first differentiation is going to be 1 over 1 plus 0, which is equals to 1. The next one is going to be, sorry, 0 is supposed to be here. The next one is going to be 1 over 1 plus 0 square, which is simply going to be 1. But don't forget the minus, so it's going to be minus 1. And then the last one is going to be 2 over 1 plus 0 cube, which is simply going to be 2. Now writing out the formula is simply going to be, for the first one is 0, so no need to write anything there. For the second one is going to be 1, so it's going to be just 1x, which you can write as x, plus minus 1 over 2 x squared. Because this is minus 1, so this is going to turn to minus 1, so we can just erase this off. Next is going to be plus 2 over 3 apostrophe. In this case, 3 apostrophe means 3 times 2 times 1, so we can just change this to 6 automatically. From here, we can honestly just change to 1 over 3 x cube. And so plus the other series to come before it, come after it, sorry. So now you simply combine them. So this times this other one, which is going to be x minus 1 over 2 x squared plus 1 over 3 x cube. So I'm just going to modify this at this edge. Now you see the series only wants the first three terms, which means we only need x. The first three terms have the coefficients of x, x squared, and x cubed. So we simply need to just find a way, find the values that will multiply into each other to give us this term. So the term for just x, that's x raised to the power 1. If you do 1 times x, you're going to get x. So this is the only two values that can produce that. For the term of x squared, the only two values that can do that is this and this, as well as this and this. So just going to write it out 1 times minus x squared over 3 and x times x is given minus x squared over 3. Let's give you x squared. You can simply add them up. So this will be x squared over 2 plus x squared equals to x squared over 2 again. And then for the terms that give you x3, it's going to be 1 times x cubed over 3